Today, Nuuk is a quiet Arctic outpost, a frozen frontier of fewer than 20,000 souls. But this isolation is merely the calm before the storm. We're tracking the unprecedented rise of the world's next great superpower, a transformation driven by melting ice, infinite energy, and geopolitical necessity. From skyscrapers anchored into granite cliffs to a city heated entirely by the internet. From a humble fishing village to a sovereign, floating metropolis. This is the timeline of the capital of the North Pole. This is Nuuk in the year 2100. By the 2030s, the expansion of the Nuuk International Airport is fully operational, fundamentally disrupting the Great Circle air routes that have defined aviation for a century. This strategic development positions Nuuk not merely as a remote destination, but as a vital refueling hub for the next generation of efficient wide-body jets connecting the US West Coast and Europe. Simultaneously, the industrial harbor unveils its first commercial rock flour terminal, shipping pulverized glacial silt, a nutrient-rich byproduct of grinding ice sheets, to agricultural centers in Brazil and India to remineralize depleted topsoil. This export immediately triggers a hard pivot in the local economy, transforming a niche geological curiosity into a burgeoning global industry. The sudden influx of 40,000 annual business travelers and tourists forces the rapid modular construction of high-density hotel districts, effectively doubling the city's population during peak seasons. This massive revenue stream funds the immediate deployment of electric short-haul aviation, utilizing aircraft like the Heart Aerospace ES-30 to connect remote coastal towns. These quiet, efficient flights make travel to places like Ilulissat affordable and routine, effectively transforming the vast, icy expanse of Greenland into Nuuk's accessible suburbs. By the 2040s, global temperatures have breached the critical plus 2.0 degrees Celsius threshold, causing traditional agriculture in the southern hemisphere to face imminent collapse. This climatological shift turns Nuuk's glacial rock flour from a helpful additive into a critical global commodity, trading on open markets at prices comparable to premium fertilizer. To meet this insatiable demand, the city blasts directly into the granite bedrock of the Ukusitsat mountain base to expand the Sikusiki harbor. This expansion includes the installation of automated, dust-free conveyor systems capable of loading massive bulk carriers bound for the equator around the clock. The resulting economic windfall allows for the creation of the Nuuk Sovereign Wealth Fund, illegally firewalled from Danish control to ensure local prosperity. This capital is immediately deployed to fund automated mining fleets, autonomous, heavy-duty electric machinery designed to operate 24/7 during the pitch-black Arctic winters. These robotic fleets extract rare earth elements like neodymium and dysprosium, now exposed by the retreating ice sheet, with surgical precision. This extraction process secures the global supply chains for electric vehicle motors while minimizing surface scarring, positioning Nuuk as the engine room of the green transition. In the 2050s, the Arctic Ocean is now navigable for commercial transit up to 5 months of the year, permanently altering global trade dynamics. This new reality cuts the shipping distance between East Asia and Europe by 40%, bypassing traditional bottlenecks like the Suez Canal. Nuuk declares itself a global free port, offering zero-tariff transshipment and refueling services to the world's largest shipping fleets. This policy attracts major alliances, such as the Ocean Alliance, which construct massive automated logistics centers on the city's outskirts to sort cargo between the Atlantic and Pacific fleets. Nuuk transforms from a passive destination into the undisputed gas station of the North. To ensure safety in these treacherous waters, the harbor infrastructure is upgraded with ice-class smart piloting systems. These networks utilize seabed sensors and underwater drones to guide ships through the fjord,
detecting submerged growlers, dangerous chunks of hard ice that traditional radar misses. This unparalleled reliability makes Nuuk the only guaranteed safe harbor in the Arctic Circle, cementing its status as the Singapore of the North.
By the 2060s, intense heat waves in traditional tech hubs like Virginia and Frankfurt have made data center cooling prohibitively expensive and energy-intensive. This crisis forces global tech giants to relocate their core server infrastructure to the stable, freezing environment of Nuuk. Engineers bore massive tunnels into the granite mountains surrounding the city to house these server farms, utilizing the ambient -10 degrees Celsius air and stable bedrock for natural cooling and physical security against solar flares. This migration activates the Data District Heating Grid, a revolutionary approach to urban energy management. Instead of venting the immense waste heat from these servers into the atmosphere, liquid cooling loops capture it and pump it directly into the municipal water system. This process effectively heats 100% of Nuuk's homes and businesses for free, turning a severe climate liability, extreme cold, into a massive economic asset. This abundance of free energy attracts a massive wave of tech migrants, remote workers, and startups seeking cheap power and high-speed connectivity in a world plagued by energy insecurity. In the 2070s, the population of Nuuk hits 55,000, reaching the hard geographic limit of the peninsula, trapped between the deep fjord and steep mountain walls. To continue growing without urban sprawl, the city establishes the Arctic Commodities Exchange, or ACX. This financial institution leverages the city's control over rare earth minerals and transpolar shipping to demand that global contracts be settled locally. This move draws the world's financial elite to the Arctic, necessitating a radical architectural shift known as the Cliffside Skyline. Running out of flat land, architects anchor cantilevered skyscrapers directly into the steep granite faces of the Ukusitsat Mountains, overlooking the city. These defy gravity, transforming Nuuk from a sprawling town into a dense, vertical financial hub. This architectural marvel mimics the density of Hong Kong, but is set against a dramatic backdrop of ice and stone, cementing Nuuk not just as a transit stop, but as a prestigious global capital of capital. By the 2080s, the Danish block grant now represents a negligible fraction of Greenland's GDP, rendering the old political arrangement obsolete. This economic reality leads Greenland to negotiate a friendly but total separation from the Kingdom of Denmark. Nuuk is declared the sovereign capital of the newly independent nation, immediately becoming a geopolitical focal point. The US and China immediately vie for exclusive military access to secure the mineral and shipping lanes, but Nuuk rejects both overtures. This defiance culminates in the signing of the Declaration of Arctic Neutrality, ensuring the trade routes remain open to all nations without military interference. To secure this independence physically, Nuuk achieves energy sovereignty via deep fjord floating wind farms. These massive floating platforms are anchored in waters too deep for traditional turbines, harnessing the fierce, consistent Arctic winds. This generation capacity exceeds the city's needs by 500%, allowing Nuuk to power its own grid and export green hydrogen fuel to visiting ships. This energy surplus removes any reliance on foreign oil or gas, insulating the new nation from global energy shocks. By the 1990s, every square meter of flat land had been built upon, and the mountains are too steep for further cost-effective expansion. This constraint forces the city to expand onto the Godhaps Fjord itself, utilizing maritime engineering adapted from the Netherlands. Nuuk deploys modular floating districts, interconnected hexagonal concrete islands that support 6-story apartment blocks. These structures are tethered to the seabed, but are designed to rise and fall with the 3-meter tidal shifts, creating a dynamic, living cityscape.
This expansion doubles the city's footprint without touching the land, creating the world's first true blue city. These floating neighborhoods function as closed-loop ecosystems, processing their own waste and generating power via tidal turbines located underneath the platforms. This innovation blurs the distinction between land and sea, where citizens commute via electric hydrofoil water taxis that glide silently above the waves. In the year 2100, Nuuk hosts the Centennial Global Climate Summit, welcoming delegates to a thriving, hyper-modern metropolis of 75,000 people. While the equator is plagued by inhabitable heat and humidity, Nuuk offers a temperate, stable climate that has become the envy of the world. The city showcases its vertical hydroponic skyscrapers, glowing glass towers that dominate the skyline. These towers utilize the continuous 24-hour sunlight of the Arctic summer and the cheap server heat of the winter to grow massive amounts of fresh produce. This agricultural breakthrough solves the final challenge of Arctic food security, making the city entirely self-sufficient. The transformation is complete. Nuuk is no longer a remote frontier outpost. This city is now the pilot light of civilization, a wealthy, neutral, and high-tech city-state. This success stands as living proof that while the melting ice changed the map of the world, it also unlocked the resources and geography necessary for a new kind of northern civilization to rise.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can bring you more videos like this one.